I'm going to share a little bit about the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard is basically an ecosystem. Our main mission is to save lives. We do law enforcement as well, and basically every asset that we have in the Coast Guard all works together to support those missions. Aviation is obviously a big part of that. A vessel is overturned at sea or is taking on water. We will send our aviation assets out and we'll hoist them up. And we'll pull them into the helicopter and save them from whatever situation that they're in. This is we're like basically angels to them at this point. I don't say that to brag, I say that just from hearing people say that. Whenever you're stuck on a vessel that's overturned and you're just on this capsized vessel overnight and you finally see this helicopter flying in, I've heard it's a very happy feeling, and I can see why. And like I said, we're an ecosystem, so if you're not interested in aviation, maybe you'd be interested in our nautical side. We have boats, we have intelligence jobs, we have mechanical jobs, we have basically everything. And when you get out of the Coast Guard, we'll pay for your bachelor's degree. So there's some great benefits. There's a lot more to that, but I don't want to take all your time.
Howdy. So he got pretty much all the Coast Guard stuff, so I'll talk about a little bit about the program I'm in. It's called C-Spot. Essentially, it's a college scholarship that the last 2 years of college, the Coast Guard will pay for. And while you're in college, your focus is the degree, but you gain hands-on experience through 4 hours a week of work, and also during the breaks, going over to an operational unit to serve throughout the break, like summer break. I can go to a cutter or a base or a sector and say, hey, I want to learn about cyber or aviation or boats. And they'll put me there to learn with actual active duty members currently doing the mission at the time. Once I'm done, I go to officer candidate school. I become an officer, and then I'm sent off to the fleet to serve with the rest of the wonderful fleet.
So I'm part of the Coast Guard Auxiliary. That is the volunteer and civilian department of the Coast Guard that helps these guys with everything except military and law enforcement. I do a whole bunch of stuff. The auxiliary does a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes I do vessel examinations. Sometimes I'm over here helping these guys out with recruiting. I'm trying to see, sometimes I have boats coming out. Sometimes I have information on them. It's really cool stuff. I'm part of a program called the Aux Scouts. So the Sea Scouts are part of the Boy Scouts. And once you enter there, you can enter the auxiliary pretty young, like 16, 17. You can get in really young. And that's a great way to start learning about the Coast Guard, their culture, their customs, their structure, everything, their mission. It's a great way to get a hands-on experience if you're really interested in the Coast Guard. And I've loved my time here, and I love when I go to the Coast Guard Academy. That's where I'm applying to. That's my main college. It's a great source to get a free education. Everything is free. But that's a great way to commission too. So I can't wait to get my acceptance.